Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today we have some, as you can see, we have three new items that came in. So I'm very excited about that. This is not my Luna book yet, or the new Maria Troll or the new Johanna have not come in yet. So when they do come in, I will show you those. I decided not to get the Kirby book because I just think that the pictures are beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but they're not what I like to color. So the first item here. Sorry, my sinuses are kind of going all nutty nut today. So it's like been a crazy day with my sinuses. I don't know why. It's like when the weather changes, they go all kind of like phew, up and down, up and down. I have good points and then I have bad points with my sinuses. So the first item that I got, I was hoping it would come with the other tray that you saw the other day. So this also happens to come from my 3D designs. They make like all kinds of trays and different kinds of accessories for diamond painting. So as you can see, this is a lid with a cover on it. So what you do with this is I bought the tray first, and then I saw that she had covers for the lid. So then I was like, oh, like I put the tray first in my cart, right? So look at this. This is nice. So you can do it like this, like a little palette in your hands, right? Then it also has a little spout for your diamonds to go in. So then you can put your diamond, and then you put the top over it. So when you diamond paint it, you can actually put these over if you have to leave your diamond paint, and a lot of us do this. You could put it over this so it stops the drills from going all over the place. How many of us have gotten up and we accidentally knocked over our drills when we're diamond painting? So this will help stop them from going pew. So that is a good way to do it. So, this is a good thing, and it wasn't a lot of money either. They are a nice company and they make all this stuff is 3D printed. It's called My 3D Designs. So that's a really nice thing that they do. I don't have any trays from Bella de Art de Nicole. I really do want to get Nicole's trays. It's just every time I go there, they happen to be sold out. So I'm like, her trays look really nice too. So the next book that came in is Demina Victoria's new one, Female Warriors. Now you can also get this in hardcover if you guys want. So this came in today. So this is the new one. This is the paperback version. She has a hardcover of this too. So if you guys, she started coming out with some hardcovers of her books, which I think was really awesome. So then you get the Adele coloring book, Female Warriors. You can get this on Amazon. I think, what is it now? $4.99? I think it was. I don't know if that price is still good, but like that. And this is grayscale. She says this is a grayscale book. So like that. That. Like I see that bat and I think of Harley Quinn almost. Kind of with all the poker things on there, the cards, symbols. How many of us, when we see this, we think of Wonder Woman? Come on, we really do. See, that's really nice. I like that one. This is Female Warriors. Remember, there's usually two pictures of each copy of each of these. Not always, but a lot of the time. I'm sorry, when I see this, I think of Mortal Kombat, the game. How many of us played Mortal Kombat as children? With our brothers who loved Mortal Kombat. Remember, my brother loved anything with karate and fighting. Fighting games were my brother's favorites growing up. So look at that. I think of Hermione Granger or Luna Lovegood or somebody from Harry Potter when I see this picture with the girl with the wand. Come on, how many of us see Harry Potter in this picture? Okay, how many of us see Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this one? Okay, I'm getting some TV vibes here. Mother of Dragons, Daenerys with one of her dragons in Game of Thrones. Not really sure where this one is from. Thor Dark World. This book is giving me some feels. Mulan. Sorry. When I see some of these pictures, they're giving me... Okay, this one reminds me of Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. And then you get them all over again. Some of these pictures very much are reminding me of different things that I've seen over the years. Mandalas. Now, this is a special one. This book, these I all ordered the week before the thing happened. Some of you already know. I talked about it a little bit I think I talked about a little bit on Friday's stream or Tuesday's stream a little bit. So a lot of the stuff that's coming in now was gotten the week before I ordered it. So I also got a big thing of coffee and a thing of apple butter, and it arrived pretty fast. So I was really happy about that. So forgive me, my sinuses are just so bad right now. It's like, can't even explain how bad it is. So this one is not part of this. This one, guys, is not part of the subscription. As you know, I have a Color in Heaven subscription. I subscribe to the magazine, so I get issues monthly, and it's an ongoing subscription. For me, buying the subscription personally is worth it because I don't have to worry about missing an issue if I ever do. So this one is not part of the subscription. You have to actually buy the Color in Heaven collections or the Color in Heaven, the specials, like the annual is not part of the subscription. These are not. The calendars are not. And then they have those special issues that they come up. They have a new dragon one that I did not get. I don't think it's for me personally. And that's just an issue, and it is a lot of money. So keep that in mind. So this one I bought separately from the subscription. So this is Mandalas, and this is 48 Relaxing Mandalas designs by Honey Debney. Now, I've never heard of Honey Debney before, so this is like discovering a new artist to me. So keep that in mind. I've never heard of the women, and look at all those butterflies. Wow, these are pretty intricate for mandalas. So hello to the 5 people in chat. Ooh, that's nice. These are different from the other books. I like that these have nice paper. One thing about Color in Heaven and the magazines that you get is the paper is really nice. Look at all those sunflowers. Hi, Carol. This is the Color in Heaven Mandala special. This is from the collection. This is not from the subscription, so you have to buy the magazine separately. And you can usually find them at anthem.com. Anthem Publishing, to be precise, if you want to get a subscription or any of the magazines that you like. Some people buy them individually. I know a few people who don't like certain issues, and then they love other issues, so keep that in mind. This is very intricate, actually. A lot of this is really different than I thought it was going to be. Oh, this is a succulent one. Look at all the little cacti and little flower on it. I've not seen a mandala like this. I've not seen this before. This style of mandala. It's very nature and butterfly mandala. There's a lot of nature stuff in it. No problem. Is that fish? Or is that clownfish? Thank you, Carol. I'm not really sure what these are. I think it's angelfish and some clownfish. Let's see. That's a very nautical design. This is very different than what I thought it was going to be. But it's still really nice in its own way. This would have been a nice one to have had for Valentine's Day. You know, the hugs and kisses one. Things like that I like. Pumpkins, you could do this one for the fall. Right around November, October. But look at the Halloween one. Another Halloween one. You could do Halloween in summer if you wanted to do this one. That is really cool. I love seeing things that you all like to do. Hi, Michelle. This is the new Color in Heaven Mandala one. This isn't part of the subscription. This is one of the issues you have to order separately. Oh, that could be. This would make a nice Christmas one. Could do that even. You could even do that for Christmas in July. I know, right? These are not part of the collection. These are, you buy these separately. Look at the unicorns. My cousins would love that. Oh, look at all those cupcakes and candies. How pretty is all those cupcakes and candies? Oh, look at that. Candies and sweets. So, look at that. That is really pretty. That is really pretty. I think this is the last one with the honey and the bees. Ooh, and the honey jars. The beehive, the honey jars, the honey things. I think that's really nice. Michelle missed it because it was the first thing I showed on the thing, but this is the tray I was talking about. I got it from 3D Designs. So this is basically the cover. I bought the, you have to buy the cover separately than from the lid. So here's the thing. So this is actually a boat that I ordered from 3D Designs. Really nice. I like it because it's round. And we all know Grace likes have it like, if you guys are like me and you spill your drills everywhere when you get up. I know, right? It would make you. So then you put the lid on it to cover the drills. Let's say you get up and you don't want the drills spilling all over the place. So you just put the cover on like that. The other thing that this has that's really neat is a spout. I like my trays to have spouts. Now, I don't have Bella Day and Nicole. They are Nicole tray. I want her trays, but every time I try to get her trays, they're always sold out. And she has really pretty ones. So I really would like to get a tray from her. And today, we have decided that we are coloring from Magical Fairies. We all know Grace loves her Magical Fairies. And Grace is looking for her lots of page. Because this is done in the same paper that you get in the paperback, only in a hardcover form. Sorry guys, I'm having major sinus issues today. I woke up and my sinuses are going loonies. They're going crazy today. I don't know what I did today to deserve having my sinuses go nutty nut today. My sinuses are indeed going nutty nut today. So today we are coloring in Magical Fairies. Not Warrior Woman. Don't worry, I'm going to color the fairies' wings differently. Don't worry, I'm looking for my coloring. My number. Yes. This is Rose Beige, 97. You know what? I've messed up pictures and I still have lips that look awful, but I'm going to finish them at some point. You know, I have one in Hannah that was my first page. You know, I look at some of my worst stuff and I look at it like, you know what? I did this. You know what? I have to view it as a learning experience. You're not going to be good at everything right away. You can't expect to be good at everything. And yes, I do have a blotter page because this will go through the other page, even though the background is black. You're welcome. No, I'm really happy to get that tray with the color. I do want Bella's trays, Bella the Nicole's trays. They are the Nicole. I just every time I try to get on there, it's always full. I missed the drop for Lazy River with turning pens, and that probably was for the best, considering everything that's going on right now. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when my sinuses are going crazy. Like, it's not normal for me to do that. And, you know, I normally don't go on when my sinuses are this bad. But I don't want to go more than a day without giving you guys a stream. Sometimes I have to because of my health and my other issues that go on. I don't normally do that. I don't have my sinuses go like this crazy ever. I think there's something else going on. The weather is really making my sinuses go crazy. I went out and that seemed to stop it for a little while because it's cold. I guess it delayed it for a while. And then me and my mother had the leftover dinner, which was soup, which I had come home last night and cooked a little bit, while I helped her with the meal. And so she did a lot of the soup, and then we had that. Thought that was a good idea to do. Now, what's going on with my taxes, you ask? Well, because I got hit with that big, enormous bill, I didn't file. And then the news came that in the new stimulus package, that 10,200 of your unemployment insurance income is not going to be taxed. But because this is not law yet, the president has to sign it as soon as it goes to the Senate and gets approved. And then after it gets on his desk and does it, it's going to take at least 2 weeks for the tax program to update the information. And then you have to put in a credit and do all this stuff. So it's not like you can just automatically, like the president, it doesn't become more automatically. There are little ins and outs. Moonlight. This is the hardcover book. This is Damita Victoria's first hardcover. And so it's the same paper that you would get in her paperbacks. Done. Oh, this is terrible. This is Ivory. Vorsook. It's not funny. I go through this at least once every. 'Tis the season, Michelle. This is a Copic skin tone. Oh, and then you can also, if you mess up skin tone, if you have pan pastels or you have any kind of pastels, you can sometimes use that to put in little highlights in the thing. Too, I was saying. You know who used to show that? But I don't know if that videos are up anymore. Peter Hewitt used to do things like that. I think her channel was called Journal Artiste, or Peter Hewitt used to have videos back in the day. A lot of people use Pan's pastel, or they even use distress inks. I know some people love distress inks. I'm not a fan of the pan pastels, but I do now have a cheaper set of pastels. I just don't like the pan pastels. I think they're messy. That's just a personal opinion, It doesn't mean that someone else who likes them may love them. You can get a cheap set of pastels from any store. I got my set, the last set that I used when I did it on the Color in Heaven picture, for Five Below. There's some really but very nice budget friendly pastels out there. You don't have to get the most expensive stuff. You get budget friendly stuff to learn. Is my advice. Get something that's budget friendly. That way, if you don't like it, you haven't lost a whole lot of money. I love the Holbein pencils. I think they're creamy, they're rich. Do I want more? Yeah, I do. But I'm going to have to wait to get a lot of. There's still, I think, what is it, one more book coming? that I'm waiting from that I ordered it from Etsy, and it was Miss Sammy who enabled me to get it. It's a really cute book, though. Because I don't have the brown and the cheap set like that. E15 Dark Suntan. You know, you can also use this color for skin tone if you want darker skin tones. Just saying. Because I'm using up the sprays so fast, I'm thinking of actually getting another set when my affiliate money comes in. And I just found out Google is not going to issue me a 1099 this year, even though they issued me one last year, which is ridiculous. I've never tried a Hulu. I rank them right up there with the Cali Arts, the sprays. Now, these are Copics I'm using, Danielle. These other ones, the ones that are like this. Let me show her. These are the sprays. I rank them right up there with the Cali Arts. These are the Copics. That means the tip is dry. Yep, let me see if I have a refill. I usually have refills. I can't wait when I have all of them in the new refills because the new refills are smaller and they'll fit the bag better. So I put all my refills, most of my refills in this big marker bag. It's like R27, E35, BG, G02, B22, E50, eggshell, G17, B00 blue. So I should have E15 in here. I don't, that's a real shame because I remember buying it. Yep, what do you know? This is the old one. And as you can tell, it's never been opened, so I haven't had to use the refill. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to use the refill. Oh, Miss Robin didn't get to see the tray that I got from 3D Designs. I want the ones from Bella did Nicole their art, but every time I go to get them, this is a diamond tray trill, and this comes from 3D Designs. So you take it like that, and then when you need to cover it up, let's say you get up from it, but you don't want to move your diamonds all over the place. You can just simply put the cover on to cover up your diamonds, and it has a spot if you need to put them, and you don't want them flying all over. So I think that's a pretty good thing. I'm just going to refill my Copic E15. Now I also use the dark suntan and the light suntan colors as skin if you wanted to go darker. Yeah, I like the church. I would very much like a Bella Nicole one. I keep seeing how nice they are. But every time I go to try to get one, she's always out of stock. Okay. Oh no. I just did something that I should not have done. I just lost the tip of that. That's very bad that I just lost the tip of my marker. It went flying somewhere. I don't know if I have tips. Hold on. I usually keep spare tips. Somewhere in my house I keep spare tips. And of course, now that I need my spare tips, I keep spare marker tips. All colorists do this. We'll make it a brush tip then. I have spare tips, but I don't have spare big ones. Spare buds. Spare buds. More spare buds. I don't have big ones. That means I literally am going to have to buy ones. Don't tell me I didn't buy. I could have sworn I bought. You know, when you know you bought them and then you can't find them. I could have sworn I bought big nibs, chisel nibs for these. Should I just replace them with the chisels? Or should I just do the nib? So is that one that I just showed you guys. I don't know what just happened. But apparently I do not know what I did with my chisels. What do you know? One chisel nib. What do you know? I have one chisel nib. You know, Grace has one chisel nib. That's why it's always important to have extra stuff in the house. You know, I have one chisel nib. That is not supposed to happen when you do markers, but that does happen. That's because I didn't put them away properly. Yeah, I know. I don't like doing that. See, and then I have two of these, but this means that I have to buy more of these nibs on my next Blick order. Yeah, you should always have replacement nibs on the ready. I keep nibs, which means I'm going to have to buy 6 nibs. Yeah, it means I got to buy more brush nibs. You should always have nibs. Always have nibs because you never know when you're going to do something stupid like I just did. And then we do this, put this in like this. But once we shake it up, it'll get color in it. Hopefully. But if you want to see a little trick. Everything is going bye-bye. All my cards are all over the place. So what you do to get the nib, when you replace a new nib, I do this anyway. Some people don't do this, but when you replace a new nib, you put it in like this. See? You put the ink on this thing. I'm just having this thing over it in case any of it spills. Means I got to get the big chisel nibs now. Nothing to think about. That's on my list when I get my next Copics, my next Holbeins. I want to start buying more Holbein pencils, but they're a bit on a pricey end. So that was not supposed to happen with the marker. I don't know where it went. Apparently it went somewhere and hit something, and then now it's all somewhere in the house. So when I see it, I'll do something with it when I get it. So that's good. So you know, this is a brand new nib. Remember, this is a flick nib, but any nib will work. With oh, that's very nice. Remember, I only started doing it. How big was it, Robin? Did you do what is it called? Color blocking on your Chuck Pinson? No, someone asked me, where is it cheaper to get Copic markers, believe it or not? And the answer is Blix. Believe it or not, yeah. For art supplies, if you specifically want something in particular, like Copic markers, Copic marker refills, Holbein colored pencils, the answer is they're cheap on Blix website. No, color blocking when you do a bunch of multiplace and it's all the same color. Like 310s, like let's say you have a whole section of nothing but 310s, then you it might be. See, and once again. Of course, the motorcycle has to go on. No, even though that said that it was a Blick chisel nib, it fits perfectly in this. Pink again. I'm gonna make him match her. This marker is starting to run out. Yes, it is. If we don't finish it today, we'll probably finish this on Friday. This is going to be one of those things. And yes, I got it from My Three Designs, the new tray. I want to get one from Bella de Nicole. That's lovely. I like when people use things. I'm going to make the wings glittery, guys, just so you know. Actually, I did actually use on one part of it because there was like on the bottom part there was all one thing. Maybe later tonight after I eat dinner, I'll work on it while I'm watching the challenge and see if I can multiplay some more because I'm seeing a lot of 8s and 7s where I am. That's the symbols. And maybe if I start using the multiplaces there, I can do it. It's just upsetting to me because my light pads aren't working. I don't know if it's a power issue in my house with it. Rose beige. This is also starting to go bye-bye on me too. Such a shame, but I use my markers up a lot, you know, and I have no shame about saying that I use my markers, well, a lot. Now, that's not to say that I don't like using other mediums. Yes, it does, but it's not even working in my computer, no matter which USB port I use. And some of my USBs do not fit in it. I'm literally going to have to go to Best Buy and figure out if it's a power issue with the light pads or if it's a power issue. Because if it works and they use USB ports in there, in Best Buy with them, then I know it's something in my house that's the issue. Because it shouldn't even be an issue about the power. Because no matter what I do, I can use the USB maybe once or twice and then it goes bye-bye. So I'm literally going to have to go into a Best Buy with both light pads because both light pads have stopped working. Yeah, both. One lasted a year, one didn't even last a month. So I'm like not happy that that happened with the light pad. Right? And this is this is also the art and fly pencil. But no matter what I have, it doesn't work. No matter which USB, and then some of my USBs don't fit it. I've used every USB cable I could find to fit it. Even the ones that came with it aren't working. You know, and I've had USB stuff before and I've never had a problem with it, so I don't understand why it's not working in this situation. Number 85, I think this is Azalea Purple. I could be wrong. You know, and I don't feel like paying a lot of money for another one. Because what I eventually want to do with the Chuck Pinson I'm working on right now is I actually want to do some so we are using both what do you call it? We are using both Copics and my sprays. Whatever else I feel is necessary to do it. Go is to keep everything matching if I can. Let me see what it is. Thank you, Robin. Wow, that's a lot. I'll add it to my list of diamond paint and stuff that I want. Let me see what this one is. Thank you, Miss Robin. Stop. I hate when the honey thing. Thank you, Miss Robin, for that. Also, guys, last night I went on Facebook and no, you know, I never watch the lives on Facebook very often, but I just finished doing something and then I got concerned. You know, then I saw that someone was online. Now I want you guys to but what happened was I went on Facebook Live last night and I got deeply disturbed by some of the things happening. So if you guys happen to see Selena, Colorful Candy World, um, Candy Colorful World, I think is the name of her channel. Please offer her your support because she's going through a really hard time right now, and she wasn't in a very good place last night. Um, I would recommend that you guys go over there and give her a hand because um, the Facebook video had me very worried. Let's just say that. I don't want to disturb on her privacy, but I am going to bring it up. So try to offer Selena your support if you can offer it because she really actually needs the support. I didn't do her nails. These leaves. I'm just saying right now that Selena guys need your support too. So keep that in mind. She's in a deep place like right now, and so try to be supportive of her if you can. The only reason why I bring it up was because last night, the only reason why I bring it up is because I think Selena needs a little bit of help right now because she's struggling right now, and I don't like to see anybody struggle, especially if we can make it a little bit easier on her, maybe to know that she's not alone and that sometimes we all go through a stage where we're in a situation where we feel like we have no control, and sometimes people need to know that they're not alone. Right now, she's going through a really difficult time, and I think right now she needs to know that she's not alone. And I think it would help her a lot too. She knew that. I want people to be aware that we say things are good, but sometimes they're not as good as everything seems to be. Number 26, and I think this is Pastel Peach. I don't think things are good for her right now. Well, if you see that video, you'll understand how disturbing it was. She was using very bad language in it, but she's always one of these people who's been very passionate, and I am concerned for her well-being. And I want her to have the support that she needs. So this is Pine. This is a Windsor and Newton Pro mark. It's one of the few ones I have left. That's nice, but it's too dark. So we'll use that for this. I don't want people feeling like, I shouldn't bring it up, but, I'm, things happen in life, and then you're not alone in this world. But sometimes we feel like we're all alone, and then sometimes when we don't get the help we need. Exactly. I did want to try and go on that Instagram thing with you guys. I was trying to figure out how to do it. I did a test run actually to see if I could do it, and I did do it live. Exactly. We need to lift each other up, not bring each other down, because there's some people who bring this community down. This is a pro marker, guys. This is one of the few pro markers I have left. I don't use them too often because I don't have too many of these left. Like, all I have left are the dark colors, so I did like them. And when I got them, they were steel. I'm hoping that eventually I can get them again at a steel, but we got to wait and see what's going on with my taxes. Yeah, I'm like upset because the taxes are high. I'm not used to them being that high for me. Number 47 is grass green. And I shouldn't be talking about it because, maybe she might get offended. But try to remember that people go through a lot and they need our support. We can't all do things alone. So we're back to using the sprays again. So right now I'm trying not to buy anything unless it's something I absolutely have to have, like, food and essentials right now. These are the things I'm buying right now. It's like food and essentials. What I mean by that is like, because of the bill being large, and you guys know which bill I'm talking about. But now, because Congress passed that new law, I have to wait a few more weeks before I can actually even file because of the weirdness. And then even if I get my stimulus check, I'm not going to be able to, use it the way that I had intended to use it. I might actually have to use it to pay the taxes. And then Google telling me that I don't qualify for 1099, which I've been waiting on that 1099. And then when I went to request it, they said I don't qualify for 1099. When last year they gave me one. So I'm a little angry because I actually had an idea on how I was going to do this, but so I'm not happy about it. Like, I'm happy that half of my unemployment insurance income will not be taxable. I'm going to do the wings glitter, guys, so that's why I'm not doing her wings. If you're wondering why I'm not doing her wings. And this is the same paper that you would get in her paperback. So I would say to everybody, be kind to people because you never know what they're going through in life, you know. Look how pretty that. I cannot believe that happened with the marker tip. I still can't believe that happened with the chisel. Boom! Like a rocket. It went up and then I don't know where it came down. So I gotta order more chisel tips. You know how nice this comes out? Look at that green. So you see the green in that. Yeah, it is. This is number 47, and this is the grass green from Spree. Like, I was thinking of getting the towel trees next, but after seeing these, I'm going to want another set of these, actually, again, for 128. The towel trees are these thin markers. And then I saw the Coloria, or Coloria, as some people have called it, as Nikki has called it on her channel, Coloria. Has come out with the marker set, but there are only 40 of them in the set. They're not a lot of money, but I'm done. Number 94, and this is Brick Brown. And this is number 45. Some have names and some I never bother naming. Putting the name tags on them. $23. Number 26, and I think this is Pastel Peach. As you guys can tell, I have gotten very proficient at see, this was coming out so dark and now it's so light. Looking for light grays. I don't have a whole lot of light grays. Now this comes from the other set. This comes from the Touch Micro set. Hello, Bob. This is blue gray. I'm not crazy about that gray. Interesting. Don't have a whole lot of grays. A lot of my sets. Warm gray. Hi, Bob. I like that gray better. You should always do glitter last in your picture because otherwise it gets on everything else. This comes from the Touch Mica. This is warm gray and this is number 4. Yes, I do have some of the Touch Micas left. I'm trying to use them up too. Thank you for that comment. That made me happy. You know, thing is that I understand you can't catch everybody's live or everybody's channel. You know, I try to catch everybody, but sometimes I get busy, you know, and then there's now that I'm working again, then other things happen, you know. Got your mountain there. I like that the meter is actually that they're starting to come out with some hardcovers of these because I think these make great hardcovers. And I guess this could be considered color for color your hoard because this is the first picture I am doing in this book. Technically, I guess this would be an untouched book. Supposed to do an Ava Brown, and then I'm also supposed to do a Millie Marotta pick, but we already selected the Millie Marotta pick for later this month. So have I finished the mountains? Yes. Now we can put the rest of that in the grass green. Sorry, I like to have gray mountains because I don't get to use gray. So this way we get the grass green, number 47 in Sprees. Oh no, some of these sets have numbers. I thought your brother was in Indiana right now, Michelle. Oh, he leaves the 20th. Are you going to Indiana with him or are you going to stay in the house? BG11. Moon White. This is a Copic. Mm-hmm. Well, that's understandable given everything that, you two have been through. So that's that. So that the color is BG11. You know, I think that's like you just. It's always hard to lose a loved one, no matter what the circumstances were, Michelle. It's just a terrible thing that has happened. The pink. You know, no one could blame you. It's just a BG11. Sorry, I need to put more moon white in this. I need to put more Copic ink. So when you see it drying, it's like really nice to see how that dries. Sorry, I'm just shaking it now. See, this is the only thing I hate about the Copics. Every time I refill blue or red one, I always have this. I don't know why. It just seems like every time I refill it, the marker always gets damaged. The outer barrel. Depends on what you did. I often go if I don't remember what to do. With that, I go, okay, what colors are complementary? You know, it's up to you because sometimes you could use colors that are not complementary. I'm going to color the background, and then I'm going to color the moon, and then we'll color her wings. Most paper likes Copics, not all of it. I'm going to be very honest. Not all paper likes Copics. Sometimes it enjoys it, sometimes it does not. Tip was getting dry, so when my tips get dry, I tend to put more ink on them. You don't want your tips to get dry when you're using some markers, because that's really bad, because it makes it hard for you to use the marker afterwards. There's nothing wrong with switching up medium. Sometimes you like to use pencils. Sometimes you like to use markers. Sometimes you want to use watercolors. There's no crime in that. But you see, when they're dark, they look totally different than when they start to dry. Now, this is also coloring mica. This is called dark blue light. Now, this is a touch mica, so Now, I learned the hard way that you should put on glitter. If you're going to use pastels or glitter, put that on last in your picture so you don't end up messing up everything else. So remember that. Because they tend to go, oh, this is dark blue light. So this is like a violet color. I did not get to see that yet. It is on my list of things to watch, so keep that in mind because I always have a list of things to watch. So I'm still watching people's finished pages video from this past month. So now we get to do some fun stuff. I can tell you right now, I love these gel pens. The colored gel pens are like my favorite gel pens that I have ever owned, and they were worth the money. In my opinion, they're worth the money. Not every pen is going to be the same. I think them and the Cantel Sparkle Pops are my favorite, followed by the Jelly Rolls. Only because the Jelly Rolls last a really, really long time. I got them like a long time ago, and they still work, some of them. Why am I missing a few gel pens here? I must have put them away for some weird reason. I wanted to do a silver for the moon. You'll see what I'm doing for the other one. This is glitter platinum. I haven't yet needed to refill them, but I do use them a lot. And they're very juicy gel pens. That way you get to see that prettiness in there. Glitter iris. Yeah, she has a Bengal cat. What is its name? Oh, what is her cat's name? Eros, I think it is. Yes, May's cat is called Eros. Well, I remember that because I watch her channel a lot. Hot lava, glitter hot lava. Thank you, Robin. I remember that because that name is so unusual for an animal. And according to Miss May, her cat is very needy. Yeah, she calls him needy. So you can see how this will look when it's done. Just so you guys get an understanding of how the glitter actually works. Because it doesn't actually, sometimes on camera it shows up really well, and other times it does not show up as well. Skip that. No problem. Enjoy your supper, Michelle. Don't worry, guys. I have I have refills for this stuff, so. So you have the, paper matters too. Some people say, oh no, that you should be able to color with whatever you want on paper, but not all pencils and not all workers work on paper equally. I always get a little I see people do such beautiful work with pencils. I'm like, some people just do masterpieces with them, and I'm like, how did you make them look so crystallized, the rings with those pencils? Because it's not a technique I'm very good at. I tried doing the technique, and the technique did not work for me. Even I have to do all the pinks here. Bye, Johannes. Have a good day. We're almost done anyway. But we will finish the picture. No, I must say that these gel pens are the best gel pens I've ever had in my life. And the Color It gel pens, the only product that I have not tried by Color It yet are their markers. I saw someone try the pencils. I have enough pencils. I don't need to try their pencils either. I think the only thing I haven't tried by Color It that I want to try is their markers. Not the original ones they had, but the newer ones they had. Actually, a few years ago they had markers. A lot of people don't remember that. Don't remember this product being very successful. The new set, however, has been a little bit more successful. So, yes, by Johannes. Remember, you have your class at 6. I'm reminding my mother of something that she has. She has a class that she wants to take. Okay, we're finally done with the hot pink lava. That's what they call it. What do they call it? Glitter hot lava. This one is glitter iris. Do not know this is the cover page. I angle myself a little differently. I'm coloring this a little bit differently. Tell you, that soup that me and my mother made really came out really good. You know, when you make something really good, you're like, oh, yes, 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 that's so good. So, Robin, what are you cooking anyway? I always like to know what you're cooking because your food sounds really good. Oh, it was pork roast and potato pancakes. Oh, my mother really likes those little potato cakes or potato pancakes. Those are really good, those potato pancakes. For the breakfast today, we had hard-boiled eggs. I was really happy today because when the Amazon delivery came, it came in with my apple butter was there. You know, I've been having a hard time finding apple butter in the stores because some stores carry it and then some stores do not carry it. So I know there's one store that will always carry it, but they're like more of a they're more like a gourmet food store. So they usually will have it if nobody else has it. Now we do the bottom. Then after the bottom, we will be done with this picture. As you can see, the purple really brings out the pink in this. Now I wanted I wanted the gnome and her to match. I originally was going to do some different colors, but then, you know, these colors just like popped in my head. Like, boom. The problem is when you put glitter and then you photograph it, it doesn't always like come through. The pen tells do though, but others not so much. So we have finished the first picture in Magical Fairies. This is the hardcover version of it. And I'm going to show you. See? Even the wings came out really juicy in that. Usually that doesn't happen with gel pens, but you don't see that. Normally with gel pens, you don't see the outline of it, but this you do, which means they're very juicy gel pens. But you never want to go too hard with your mediums. So look at that. That came out nice, actually. I like the moon there. So that is the picture that we did today. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. So we used Copics, Color Gel pens, touch markers, a pro marker, sprees. So that is what we used today to create our picture today. So I think these two are my Color Gel pens. Yeah. I had forgotten I had put them there. Probably because I was using them for something, and then I had forgotten to put them away in the jump pen box. So I want to thank you guys for coming. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. Everybody have a lovely week, and I hope to see you again on Friday. Bye, everybody.